I consider myself a little bit of a YouTube expert. I've been playing it since I were in nappies back in the day. Back in 1999, I picked up my first game, and I've been playing it ever since then. My YouTube channel's based around it. I play it way too much, more than the average person. Some might say it's a little bit weird, but I do know a lot about these games. So many facts are stored in my brain where actual legitimate good information could be, but isn't. So today we're gonna play a game. Do I know that fact? And you can play along as well, because we're watching 10 obscure Pokemon facts that are absolutely extra and interesting. These are usually things that I don't know, so I fully expect to know nothing about this. Okay? Did I say YouTube expert? All right, I meant a Pokemon expert. See, this is why I don't do intros live on stream, chat, because I always end up saying something wrong, and then I go back and I can fix it, but I can't fix it if I'm doing it live. This is why I do intros off stream now. You always scrutinize me and make fun of me, all right? Just watch the video, man.
Chance for a shiny egg in Pokemon Crystal.
Blue Boy Finn makes really good videos, and they're always really good, and I always really enjoy them, and they always have really cool information, so I wanted to watch them. So make sure you subscribe to Blue Boy Finn. I just clicked off the video.
Well, here's the thing.
I'm doing so bad. That's Choco Sandwich Podcast. Blue Boy, we're gonna hit that like button. I'm just gonna watch the video. I'm freaking out, man. Okay, there you go.
You've probably heard hundreds. Dodrio can learn Fly. There's a 14% chance for a shiny egg in Pokemon Crystal. Sudowoodo will bounce away if you run from it. You can fish inside some of the Generation 1 gyms. You can cut
Yeah, everybody knows this stuff. You can cut grass. We know this. We know this.
You can cut even more grass with Hyper Cutter. I think you get the point. That's why this is not a normal Pokemon fact video. I've searched the depths of the internet for the most obscure Pokemon information that exists, and I just keep finding more. I'm back after a few months off.
This is the good stuff. This is like the hard-hitting cocaine. If normal Pokemon facts like you can cut the grass and you can surf inside of the statues is the weed of Pokemon facts, then this is the crack. This is the heroin of Pokemon facts. Fact number 1.
A few videos back, I talked about Clefairy's theme song that plays during its dance under the moonlight in the Johto games, and how it was referenced in Pokemon Legends Arceus, and many of the other main series games. The remake of that cutscene in Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver is by far my favorite though.
It's very cute.
I stumbled upon something strange while looking deeper into it that I had never even
I love how you can see the moon
before.
there as well.
So basically when Mount Moon Square hits 8 p.m. on a Monday night...
Bro, imagine living here. I'm sorry, like, you'd have no internet access. You'd be over here by yourself. Where are you gonna get your salads from? Where are you gonna get your coffee? Where are you gonna get your toilet roll from? It sounds like a terrible place to live.
There will be Clefairy gathered around this little pond, with the moon
sacrificing
now
innocence
brightly into it. When you walk up to them, they will dance around and then run away, leaving a moonstone behind. But there's a hidden mechanic that happens during this cutscene that puzzled me. After the Clefairy leave this pond, it's actually not the same that it used to be. The Clefairy's dancing here for some reason caused the Pokemon that spawn inside this water to change slightly. When surfing, instead of 40% Magikarp and 60% Poliwag, it changes to 100% Poliwag. And when fishing with a Super Rod...
Wait, I know what they did. I know exactly what they did here. If you go back and you go frame by frame, yes, you can see they're performing the kill all the fish in the water ritual. You can see the exact movements that they make and the timing that they make it in. It's specifically designed to murder every Magikarp in the water. I didn't realize that Clefairy were mass murdering psychopaths. They sacrificed the Magikarps to the moon god is what happened.
When fishing with a Super Rod, the spawn rate of Magikarp is changed to spawn all the way to level 40. When previously during the daytime, the highest level Magikarp you could find here is level 20.
Never mind, I guess you can still find Magikarp.
The 2 weaker fishing rods would normally fish up 90 to 100% Magikarp, but when the Clefairy's dance here, it changes to 90 to 100% Poliwag. Even though this doesn't have much of an effect on things, I still find it incredibly cool.
I wonder if it was a glitch. I wonder if it was actually not intentional.
In most Pokemon games, you can use walk-through walls cheats to access certain areas ahead of the time in the story, but Game Freak did actively try to halt any kind of progress like this. One failsafe can be found in Conolave City.
And I didn't know that first fact.
Somehow finds a way to cheat themselves across the water of Route 218 without actually obtaining the HM Surf like normal. There will be trainers set up, battling in the overworld and blocking the way to the gate.
Wait, I think I did know that. I think I have seen this before. I've seen this somewhere. I don't remember where, but I'm pretty sure I have seen this somewhere.
If you cheat, given that there's no way to actually get to this side early.
You know, it'd be really
you're gonna-
cool if the NPCs reference that you weren't supposed to be there, like Stockholm does in Megaton and Fallout 3. If you get up to the area, there's an NPC, there's a sniper perch where you're not supposed to be. And then he'll reference, you'll be like, what are you doing here? Like, how did you even get here? It'd be cool if those NPCs did the same thing. Instead, like, they pause their battle and they look at you and they're like, wait, are you supposed to be here? That'd be really cool if they did that.
To glitch over some water, you're going to need some running shoes that have also hacked the system. Why walk on water when you can run on water with the Vessi
Facts.
Stormburst?
You're right, dude, you're right.
Are 100% waterproof, made from
No,
diamond
he's
tech
spitting,
to
bro.
keep
He's
your
spitting.
feet
Look at
warm
him
in
go.
cold weather, but are knitted so your feet can breathe.
Do a little dance, yeah.
Dude, they sound so good.
It's a little dance, yes, Slay Kings.
You want some Vessies,
Stormbursts are
chat?
designed to take the best parts of boots and build them into a sneaker. Everything boots aren't, the Vessi Stormbursts
Look
are.
at him go. He's so
Lighter,
fast.
warmer,
They make you
comfy,
fast as well.
waterproof. Slip it on like a sock. You can wear it every day. You
Skip
don't gotta
it?
worry
No,
about
that's
the
rude.
weather. You just need your
I'm
Vessi.
not gonna skip the ad. I'm basically taking his video to begin with. If I take his video and then skip the ad, that's so rude. And also, if I don't skip the ad, you can also take the videos and the views from the reaction and be like, okay, this video got so many views with the ad, but another video was made doing a reaction where the ad was played again and got this many views. So you can add it on to it afterwards as well.
Vessis. Check out the colors and pick up a pair of the Stormburst from Vessi.com/BlueBoyFinn.
That's why you should check out the Stormburst Vessies and other styles at Vessi.com/BlueBoyFinn. Get the style and size you want now and use code BlueBoyFinn. Also, if Vessi wants to sponsor me, hey guys,
Use
I'm
my
open.
code
Hey, what's up?
BlueBoyFinn
How you
for
doing, guys?
15% off your entire order. Thank you, Vessi, for sponsoring this part of the video.
I love Vessi! Shoes, poggers!
The legendary theme that plays is the exact same in either version of the game. What I mean by this is whether you're fighting Groudon or Kyogre, the legendary theme that will play during the battle is the exact same. It's just a legendary encounter theme. But if you listen closely during the legendary theme for Zekrom, it
They
has
have
a fill
differences?
section where you can hear raging electricity in the background. Take a listen and see if you can hear.
Okay.
In Reshiram's theme,
I could hear it.
During the same song and the same fill, instead of electricity, you hear raging fire.
That is such a cool little touch there. I love it when they do things like that. Stuff that you never usually hear or see, but it just adds to the ambiance of the battles so much because music reflects the Pokemon that you're fighting rather than just being a generic theme. Oh, that's so goated, man. The Wally circumstance.
In Generation 3, during Wally's catching
Sacred
tutorial
fire.
cutscene,
What?
if the Pokemon
What?
game is tampered with to somehow burn Wally's Zigzagoon, for some reason the burn status will not show up on Zigzagoon's health bar. There's actually
That is the most ridiculously specific thing that I've ever heard in my entire life. I know how you find this out. You just randomize the game. That's how you find this out. And just by process of elimination, someone's going to get burned eventually. What a weirdly specific
quite a
glitch.
few interesting things that can happen with this cutscene due to its sequence-breaking nature. For example, not only can Wally's Ralts be shiny, which you've probably seen before, but so can his Zigzagoon. Although neither will be shiny throughout the rest of the game when this cut.
Okay, the greatest shiny hunt of all time has just begun. All you have to do is get both of these Pokemon to be shiny. And if you do it, you win $7 billion.
Ends.
I didn't know that. Well, I knew that it could be shiny. I didn't know the burn
Pokemon
thing,
Diamond
though.
and Pearl, after you defeat the first gym leader, there's an encounter cutscene with Barry that you're forced to go through if you try to continue the story by heading back towards Jubilife City. But all he really does here is just bump into you and then leave. So whether this cutscene is actually important is debatable. The interesting thing, though, is that
I don't think
by
it's
healing at
debatable.
the Jubilife City
I just
Pokemon
don't think it's
Center
important.
and then catching an Abra before you enter Sand Gym Town, if you manage to beat the first gym and then walk up to Route 207 and simply teleport back to Jubilife, you would actually skip this encounter entirely.
Right.
The game
Okay.
will then continue on like normal, like nothing ever happened.
And oh. Oh, okay. I was expecting something. I was expecting like, and then Barry will ambush you before the cave and ask where you were, why you weren't in Orbit. just skip it. I mean, can you go back later on and initiate the cutscene afterwards? That'd be cool to know if you could somehow like sequence break that, but then bring him back. If you had like 3 gym badges and you went back to Orbit, could you still initiate that cutscene or something like that? I think it's really cool that you can actually skip an encounter that you have with May in Emerald at the start of the game, but since you have to have that encounter, she ambushes you outside of Mr. Briney's instead of going southwards from Rustboro like she usually would. You can teleport back to the other town that your dad's at and then go to Mr. Briney's, but she'll ambush you there instead to make sure that you still have that cutscene because she gives you an item that you need.
In the very beginning of Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, you're thrown into a battle when you select your starter. Naturally, Game Freak wanted you to be able to win this first battle, so they added in some strange mechanics regarding the enemy AI, either a Poochyena in Ruby and Sapphire or a Zigzagoon in Emerald. The question is, whether
it tries to not kill you.
To lose this battle. If you purposely use non-damaging moves until you're low
in theory,
health,
you could lose it by struggling. Oh, no, please. Wait, no, I did know that. I did know that. Oh my god, I did know that. God damn it.
Until I tried it.
I've seen that before.
Is that because Pokemon can't usually flee unless you catch them in the Safari Zone, the way that Zigzagoon flees is kind of strange, because it will flee after you use your last move of the battle.
Oh, so it's different?
I wanted to
That's
see
weird.
if I could get a critical hit and lose this battle to see what actually happens. So I replayed the sequence about 20 times, and I was finally able to get a high roll tackle on me in perfect range for me to die. All the normal text saying that you whited out will still occur, but as soon as you exit the battle, the cutscene with Professor Birch will just continue like normal.
I hate it when anime characters have plot armor and they win them even when they lose.
So it said I whited out.
Ho-oh! Dude, that's so many
detail
sevens.
I doubt anybody watching this has ever noticed about the way you encounter Ho-Oh in this game. Ho-Oh is considered
music is
by
trippy.
Pokemon lore to be the guardian of the skies. Rainbows are known to shine from its wings, and it's the classic mystical firebird creature.
The gay pride
And
Pokemon.
that's why it's so cool. But the developers wanted you to feel this when you encountered this Pokemon. And as you ascended up Naval Rock to encounter Ho-Oh, you'll be greeted by a murky tower view. A slightly dim gray sky is peering down around you until you encounter the legendary Ho-Oh, when the sky is turned into a much brighter, more inspiring fiery blue.
It brings the sun. It is quite interesting that Naval Rock is all white and it's very monotone and very like all the same color, whereas Ho-Oh is very, very colorful. It's the most colorful Pokemon around, right? And its layer is all one color and
What
not
really
very
shocked me is once
variety
you
in
defeat
color.
Ho-Oh in battle, the entire sky stays this bright blue color. It permanently affects this area when it's encountered, and I've never seen any details like this in Pokemon before.
They probably forgot
And
to
I think
turn it
it's
off.
Incredibly cool that it clears the sky, signifying its pure power to affect your game and the player.
I think it would have been cooler if it went back to being dark after you catch it to signifying it not clearing the area anymore because it's in the Pokeball now.
So intentionally.
The editing on this is like
If I
something
were
I've
to
never
ask
seen
you what
before.
generation the move Waterfall was introduced, what would you say?
Wait, Gen 2, it's Gen 2. No, Gen 1. It's Gen 1 because it is the signature move of Seeking. Am I gonna get it right?
The
Come
answer
on.
of Generation 2. But
No.
I think it's
Gen 1.
slightly less
Signature
known
move for Seeking.
that the move Waterfall was actually present in the games since the moment Pokemon was released with Red and Blue. It's the same move with the same base power, just without the ability to climb waterfalls. You see, the reason this was so well hidden is because
He
Waterfall
called Gyarados Kaido. That's a really good One Piece reference.
in this game was not a TM or an HM, or in the game very much at all. It was only able to be learned by 2 Pokemon out of the entire 151 roster, them being Goldeen and Seaking.
The unfortunate thing about this is since nobody has ever caught Goldeen or Seaking in Pokemon Generation 1, or any generation, fact was, it went under the radar. No one knew about this because, well, no one used those Pokemon, so no one knew about it.
On top of this, they didn't even learn the move until level 39, making it even more inaccessible since most people don't have a Seaking on their Elite Four team. But this one was news to me.
Nobody
I wonder if
does.
You guys already knew this.
Such a trash mon. I did know about that. Boom, I got one. Nice. I'm gonna call out 1.5 because I knew like half of the other facts. I have 1.5 points right now.
One of my favorite motifs in early Pokemon is hiding world-building elements in the environments, leaving it up to the patience of the player to discover them.
A great example of this is the hidden Wailord of Marine Tube in Black and
Oh,
White 2.
hey.
That only
There's a little boy.
appears for 2 hours out of the day, between 3 and 5 p.m.
Oh, really?
You'll even earn a medal for seeing this Wailord.
You'll
But
earn a
there's an
medal.
even lesser known secret.
Yeah, no one. That's why no one has seen this way a lot. Bro, earn a medal? There's no shot. Do you think there's anyone out there that's actually collected all the medal in those games before? If you've collected all the medals in Black and White, why?
That you can find on Driftfield Drawbridge in Driftfield City.
If you go to the Driftfield Drawbridge and just stand still and wait for a little while, you'll actually start to hear something. You can hear the sounds of planes and helicopters flying by.
That's we hear that. We have a problem here. Woo! We're coming in for a landing here on the water. Isn't there a movie that happened where they had to try and land a plane in the middle of like New York or something like that, like in the water? Didn't like Tom Hanks play the guy? Could you imagine if in Tom Hanks, or if in Pokemon Black and White, Tom Hanks landed a plane in the water right there? Could you imagine? That'd be great.
You can also hear the cry of
You hear a big
Charizard.
splash in the
This
background?
is because the bridge is sometimes referred to as Charizard Bridge, so they snuck in a little nod towards that as well.
God damn. Of course, it's always Charizard reference. Wow. It's always Charizard references. I can't believe you just talked over it. Sorry, I'll go back.
So they snuck in a little nod towards that as well.
That is really cool ambiance, and I love that type of thing. But you know what I love more? I love it when you support the people that I react to. So subscribe to Blue Boy Finn and wear his Vessies. And also subscribe to this channel because we're very close to 100,000 subscribers.